guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about various ways to score cane. Now I like to score the cane because it allows a little bit of flexibility in the bark to create a nice round tube that allows the end of the reed to fit directly on the bocal. Over the past few months, I've been trying 4 different ways to score the cane in order to create Raffe reeds. So I'm going to share my results of my testing with you guys today so that you can choose the one that best suits you and your needs. Now the first of these is the one that I've always done. You might already be familiar with it from watching my How to Make a Reed With Me series. In this series, I covered that I use a razor blade as well as a wine cork in order to score the cane. I do a series of cross-hatch diagonal cuts that do not go all the way through the cane, followed by a series of straight line cuts at the base of the tube in order to allow the cane the flexibility to form into a circle. I like to use this because I have an affinity for hard cane, and hard cane is notorious for cracking, and sometimes it can crack into the blade. I found that the diagonal lines can sometimes disperse the weight of the crack so that it does not go all of the way into the blades. The second type of scoring that I have been using over the past few months has been MEL TOUB system. Now he devised a wooden device that is in a U-shaped form that has a tap mounted in it. Then I utilize a PVC pipe that came with it with an arm attached to hold the cane directly to the PVC pipe and drag the bark of the cane against the tap. I did this a series of 3 times in order to make sure that the full tube is scored. Now, what I like about this is that it doesn't put any tension on the arms or the wrist, and it's an easy way to just drag the cane. And it also creates consistent results. So for my students that maybe have a little bit of issue with arm tension, they're suffering from maybe carpal tunnel, I find that this is a fantastic method for them. For me, it did score directly down the center, which I try to avoid, so that was not my favorite part of it. And I also found that the arm that holds the cane directly on the PVC pipe to be a little bit cumbersome to remove. But I think that's kind of with all new things, it's a little bit of a challenge to learn how to work with something. So if you'd like to try this system, I suggest maybe working with a few pieces of cane that you're not overly attached to begin with, because as I was trying to get the arm to release on a couple of pieces of cane, I did end up cracking first the tube of the cane, and then I also, at the delicate portion of the fold over, I did end up destroying that piece of cane as well. So that is something to watch out for. The price of this is not as inexpensive as a razor blade and a wine cork the wine cork you can have donated to you from friends who open a bottle of wine, and the razor blades are less than $1 per razor blade. This is going to be a little bit more pricey. It comes in at $180 on Charles Double Reed, but today I have discounts for you available. If you contact MEL TOUB directly, I will leave his contact in the information box down below. You can pick this up for only $100. For those of you that like the idea of using a tap and are not concerned about it scoring directly down the center, but are looking for a more affordable option, I did go ahead and build a handheld version of this at the hardware store for only $15. What I did is I picked up a number 6 tap, and then I also picked up a handle. A gentleman at the hardware store helped me clear out the base of the handle and then pound the tap into the handle so that I had a handheld mount. This I also used on the PVC pipe. I held the cane directly against the PVC pipe and then utilized the tap, dragging it across the bark of the tube. The final option of scoring that I worked with in the past few months has been Barry Stee's option. Now this is great because it comes in a variety of options so that you can choose directly what works for you. I don't like to score down the center of the tube, largely because if the cane is weakened, sometimes it will create an arch and a triangle in the tube. So this allowed me the ability to say to Barry, hey, I would like 6 blades, and in those 6 blades, I would like spacers put in the center so that I'm not scoring directly down the center. Like all things Barry sees, this offers a mathematical, direct, consistent approach. The blades are in the same location every time, and you hold the cane directly against the PVC pipe and then drag the blades down the base of the tube. This retails for $25 plus the cost of shipping. The only thing that I was not super jazzed about was that I couldn't use it in a diagonal crosshatch formula, largely because the blades are at a heightened level so it fits the contour of the cane, so you must drag it directly down the cane. The other aspect of this I wondered about is how soon the blades would actually dull, and then the tool would not be as reliable or consistent. Which of these is my favorite? I have to say that each of them would be unique, and that part of teaching you need to have various options because each of your students are going to come to you with their unique challenges. So I suggest all of these, largely as well because some of you have been commenting that you like to score with a reed knife, and I would just like to put a disclaimer out there: please do not wound your knife with scoring. By using a reed knife, you're going to put inconsistencies in the blade. You could also chip the blade, and you're going to end up needing to do twice as much sharpening and regrinding of the edge. So I suggest any of these 4 options over a reed knife. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to make sure you don't miss a future video, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!